What's up, guys? Welcome back to Rip City Rundown, and we've got some Elite Eight previews now for you guys. The first one taking place in Madison Square Garden. 3 seed Kansas State versus the 9 seed Florida Atlantic Owls. We're going to break down this game, talk about it. I'm going to give you my picks and who I think is going to win, and move on to the final four. So, spread in this game is 2 in favor of Kansas State. So Kansas State is the favorite by 2 points. The over/under is 144.5. So expect a little bit of a high-scoring game. And these are two teams that I'm not. I have a good read on Kansas State. Think I have a good read on Kansas State. Not so much on Florida Atlantic so far. So let's talk about Kansas State first. We've already gone over it in the Sweet 16 preview, but they take down Montana State, they take down Kentucky. But let's focus on that Michigan State game because they absolutely had a grinded out W against Michigan State. Take him down in overtime, the first overtime game of the tournament, 98-93, behind an absolute masterclass from Marquise Noel. 20 points, 19 assists, 5 steals, most assists in NCAA tournament history. He played 43 minutes. The other star of the team, Keontae Johnson, played 45 minutes, had 22.6 rebounds, and was 10 of 18 from the field. But this team just seems like it's that team. Like it has that destiny story. It's got the swagger. It's really got everything you like out of a possible Final Four team. They have the size, they have the star players, and they have the coaching staff that I think can take them over the top. And they just have the vibes. You've seen the little baby videos. It's all happening in that Kansas State locker room. Move on to this Florida Atlantic team. I think this is one of the most like I hate to use the term Mickey Mouse, but I'm literally going to use the Mickey Mouse term. This is the most Mickey Mouse deep tournament run from a high seed that I can remember because they honestly shouldn't have got out of that first game against Memphis. Memphis gets the ball back, rebounds the ball, up one with about 10 seconds left, and they're scrambling. They end up calling a jump ball, even though Memphis was clearly calling a timeout, clearly got the timeout off. They give the jump ball. Possession error goes to Florida Atlantic. They end up winning that game on a game-winning layup. They obviously take down a 16 seed. And then they do take down Tennessee 62-55 in the Sweet 16, which I have to say is a good win. I thought Tennessee was going to win this game. Obviously, their point guard Ziegler being out really hurt, but Janelle Davis showed up again. He's had a great knack of getting to the line so far in this tournament. He had 10 free throws in the win against Tennessee, 9 of 10 from the line, 15 points. Nick Boyd has been able to kind of be a good shooter from deep. He did only go 2 of 7, but he's been a bright spot, the freshman for Florida Atlantic. And this is honestly the best team that Florida Atlantic's played all year. They beat Tennessee, and that's a physical game. And I think they're going to be able to match up fairly well against this Kansas State team. These are two teams that like to score the ball, but Kansas State gives up 75 points per game on the opposing end, whereas Florida Atlantic only gives up 63. So Florida Atlantic has the defense needed. Now, they obviously have not played a point guard like Marquise Noel, and I think he will be healthy. He seemed like he was moving around well late in that game, despite right after the ankle injury moving around really poorly. But I think that Marquise Noel is going to be the best player they've faced all year. Keontae Johnson's going to be one of the best players they've played all year. I think Kansas State has too much talent, and I think Kansas State ends up getting this win. I think they cover the spread. They win this game by single digits. They win up by about 4 to 6 points. I think they get it done. I think it ends up being a game that ends up in the mid 70s. That Kansas State offense is crazy. I had them in the Final Four to start this tournament, and I think they do make the Final Four. So give me Kansas State to win this one. I think it'll be another great game. It's time to actually take Florida Atlantic seriously, despite them not having necessarily a great win this tournament or even this season. They're in the Elite Eight. You got to respect it. But I do think Kansas State ends up getting this win. So comment down below who you think is going to win, and let me know. I want to hear it.